You have a right to be fucking pissed off. And there's no reason why DGN cannot be successful and that other veterans can't enjoy whatever programming we put out there for them to listen to. And, we'd like to hear from them as well. Plus, if they want a show, come on down. You know what I mean? Talk to us. Tell us what your thing is. We'll put you out there because I don't believe in all this infighting bullshit. Even if I don't agree with something you say, I'm not going to tell you can't say it. I'll tell you I don't agree, but I ain't going to tell you can't say it.
That's all right to be able to say what we need to say, but there's tactical ways about going about it.
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of, and if you're trying to secretly destroy somebody else's thing behind their back, then you're the viper in the nest. If you're going to everybody and trying to freaking stab them in the back that way, sponsorships, whatever, and they're talking to these people and talking to people that are actually part of the team and trying to get them to do this and do that because of this and that. I mean, you're a fucking problem.
They're a fucking leech.
And that person is who I'm talking about. Those kinds of people, I should say, are who I'm talking about that should be ostracized from being able to participate in the veteran community simply because they don't know how to act. They're acting like little kids.
Yep.
Heather's in here. She says, I agree. The ones that I cannot stand are the patriot frame mongers that take donations. They claim that they are doing things, and yet money is going to nothing they say it is. Capitalizing is on your passion's difference. Because one's doing all because the ones. All right, Keith, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna have to cut you back feed, dude.
It's bad.
All right, that was a lot better.
I think that's me, actually.
Oh.
It's raining out.
Well, and then the other part, she's like, because the ones doing it ain't never going to follow through, and they ain't, but they want to blame everyone else. Yeah, and I agree with that because I know quite a few people that's got some
really.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm going to pause you guys.
All right.
I'm going to mute you. It's my bad.
The people that... Jesus, I lost my train of fucking thought. I've seen a lot of people there's got some really, really great ideas. They really do. They got some really great ideas. And I've seen these ideas started and stop. You can't complete everything that they're wanting to do. There's a reason why I sit back in the back and I don't say shit. Seems like the more you want to get in there and you want to rant with them, the more you're going to fuel the fire. And they're not old enough, they're not mature enough to sit down and have an adult conversation if something's wrong or if they think something's wrong. Sorry, half of these people that want to blame shit like this, some of us have to be in social media throughout the day because this is where we get our topics, some of the topics from. Some of the facts that we get are from here. Broadcasting and getting things out, come from social media. But some of these people live in it every fucking day. That's their life, is being in Facebook land, USA. And it's sad. And, Killer was right. They're trying to act big and bad and trying to act like they're somebody they're not. And, it's a damn shame. Yeah, it would be great if everybody could join hand to hand and go help everybody else, because then the VA problems probably would be cut down dramatically. But they don't see it that way.
I'd like to chime in on that real quick. And just like you just said, if everybody came together and did what they claimed that they could do, I guarantee you about 90% of all the money donated to all the different groups and charities would actually go to the people that needed those donations. I guarantee you about 90% of the bullshit that us as a community are dealing with would be gone. No doubt about it.
Yeah, and calling them out really ain't going to do no good either, because I mean that takes us and stoops us down to our level. Now, what Cherie done, that was tactical, and that got the point across, because it's not just one. There's quite a other people hammering on a lot of other people too. It's habit, and I don't understand either. It's like they lost. It's like whenever they came out of the military, they lost their bearing, their initiative, their drive. You know, being loyal to each other. They lost it. They fucking lost it. And
now there's like maybe there might be maybe a handful of organizations that I'll give props to because they do what they say they'll do. But then there's other organizations out there that claim to help vets, and they receive donations, but they don't do a damn thing with it. That donation money goes into making T-shirts and wristbands and all those nice little fancy things to make them look badass. Fuck
now,
you.
let me ask you a question though, because those kinds of funding, that when you do that, that's called advertisement, right? So you need to advertise.
Yeah, you need true. You do need to advertise. These boxer shirts that I just got, what was it, Friday? That shit came out of my pocket.
Yep.
That's my pocket. The wristbands I got, that's my pocket. The tent, the table, everything. Just if anybody wants to go look on the page where we were set up this weekend, everything on that table is out of my pocket. My pocket. That's, and that's that old saying goes.
But let me caveat that if I may.
That's the biggest difference. I applaud you for that, because you're coming out of your own pocket to provide a service to people who truly need it. Like, I'm in the program, I'm on the wait list, but that's the big difference between what you're doing versus what a lot of other groups are doing. They just as an example, I've seen it here locally, and I didn't vet the guy. I didn't ask the guy too many questions. All I know is the guy was claiming to be a vet, claiming to be a singer-songwriter, but was standing outside of a gas station with a veteran's donation request sheet setting on a table asking for donations and just handing out CDs as part of his, like, say you donate $1, you get a CD for donating $1. Yeah, that's cool and all, but are you just using the vet name as a boost for your shit, or are you really a vet? He really wouldn't go into the subject of if he was Vietnam, if he was Korean, or Cold War, or whatever. So,
that's why people need to be vetted, because there are a lot of fakers out there, and that's why part of the reason why I started this group was because I'm tired of seeing civilians as well as military members get screwed over by folks who really aren't who they say they are. Yeah. And I got issue with that. And, people are, one of the guys said, well, I don't want to give you my information. And I said, dude, I don't want your social security number. Please don't send it to me. Although I've dealt with many of them because I was a recruiter, I don't want your information. I don't want anybody to dig into my shit and go, maybe she stole his identity, because I didn't. You know what I mean? And I don't want to have to deal with any of that drama. What I want people to do is I want them to didact it. So for folks who are not military related, didact just simply means black that shit out. Send me... All you got to do, a couple of people just blacked out their driver's license numbers and their birthdays and sent me their fucking driver's license, said veteran on it.
Yep.
I'm good with that. The state already verified it. I don't need more than that.
And that's something that we always talk about with our apps. I don't need your social security number. Don't need your driver's license number. I don't need anything that could be essential to stealing somebody's ID. I don't want it. If you can't send it to me that way, then I'm sorry. And Heather made a good point. She said, yeah, but some people make the T-shirts and sell them, claiming their money for one of them, but then they go around and buy new camping equipment set up for themselves.
Yeah, see, I don't like that either. I got an issue with that. But here's the thing. We only see what they're doing from the outside. We're not looking at it from the inside. So I don't know what's going on within their organization. Therefore, what I was trying to say is don't judge an organization because you really don't know what's going on inside of that organization unless you're privy to all that information. You see what I mean? So how do we know that they went and bought camping gear with the funds that they just got, or if they went and bought camp? I'm not trying to be argumentative with Heather because Heather's my sister and I love her to death. But I'm trying for us to be rational and quit on the spot making judgments that we're not really sure are accurate. That's what I want us to do.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's right.
And I agree with that.
That is 100% right. Yeah, I talked to Pamela yesterday, just seeing how the rest of her sales and stuff went. I got 2 people ready to go sit in the chair right now. Yeah, fundraising's a freaking pain sometimes. And I think the money so many damn times.
I'm ready to come down and sit in the damn chair.
Actually, dude, you're number 3. I got one guy in Indiana and another guy in Ohio. And then that's your next. Yeah, you come down here and say, Josh.
I already told you I'll drive down there. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man. But, all in all, people just... this is some of the same things that we started talking about when this one dude... I don't want to bring... Everybody knows what... Not everybody knows, but one of our brothers who isn't military, he's a freedom fighter. And he does a lot for Gold Star families, and people wanted to bash his ass all over the fucking internet. And I was one of a few who stepped up and was like, instead of bashing his ass, if there's issues, why don't you talk to him in a private manner and find what it is and try to help him out?
Right.
I mean, because you got other people that's got great ideas and stuff out here that might not even want to jump in and try to help because of all the turmoil and the back talking and the trash talking and shit like this. Yeah.
I hear that is the thing that is holding us back the most as a veteran community is our inability, because the rest of the world looks at us and goes, oh my God, whew, I don't need that issue. You know what I mean? Like, they got their own problems. They don't need ours too. So it's kind of like, what do we do about that? What do we sit around and let these guys continue to talk shit, or we tell them to shut up?
Heather put in, there are amazing orgs and individuals out there we can support. Then there are the ones that we call patriots because of the scam is all they do, girl. One of the reasons why I walked away from all that. That stuff like this, makes me just want to... Number one, it's hard to trust people because, we all know I had a really good friend a couple of years ago, just kind of want to start some shit, whatever. But,
he punched you in the mouth. Hold on, I'm going to mute you guys. Hold on.
All right. It's hard to trust sometimes, but then again, you do build that trust up and whatnot. And sometimes it makes you, it's like we were saying at one point in time, that, if you're bashing somebody, they may have something that's really, really, really good that would help out a lot of people. When you turn around and bash them and you make this community look like shit, then they're not going to want to do it, and therefore we lose another resource.
Yep.
Plain and simple. Just like DGN. DGN is, we're not sitting here trying, yes, I do say we're not the number one network online right now because we are, because of our numbers. And that's to all the listeners out there. We're not here to sit here and say, oh, we're better than this network or better than that network or whatnot. It's not what the fuck we're here for. We're here to give you your freedom of speech, let you speak and say what it is that you feel like, your opinion. It may not be something that everybody agrees with, but you know what? It's your opinion. You have the right to say it.
with all the everybody that's listening